Well, hey everybody, it's Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and I just wanted to go over the correspondences for Work and Magic today. We have a really special day today. Today's the new moon. There's also an annular solar eclipse that already took place. Solar eclipses are interesting. Moon eclipses, lunar eclipses is said to take the whole lunar month into one, moment of the eclipse. You live a whole month in that time, and with the solar ones, you live a whole year. You experience a whole year, so it's very transformative. Um, and what I did for today, I did this also over on the blog at Stepping Aside in the forecast for today. But I wanted to just sort of bring everything, the rune divination, all of that together in today's favorability for work and magic, which happens to be very good. Now, this is a Thursday, so Jupiter governs. So, magics involving social justice, healing, abundance, income, growth, achieving goals and desires are the Thursday magics that can be worked. Jupiter's expansive. So, when it's in retrograde, all of that is inner, is reflecting the inner expansion. But right now, of course, we're dealing with Mercury retrograde, Pluto retrograde, Saturn, I think, is also in retrograde, but let's see what all is. Mercury, Juno, Pluto, and then Jupiter is going to be in 10 days, Neptune in 15 more days. Mercury goes direct in 12 more days. And so, but with this new moon today, we're always going to set our intentions to be fulfilled on the full moon, but it's also about new beginnings. Now, there's a couple of things I want to talk about here that can be worked into all of this today. So we have what's called a T-square aspect pattern. It involves an opposition between two planets, and then they both square a third, so it looks like a T. I mean, it actually looks like a triangle when you look at it, on the chart, but basically it's like a three-legged chair. And so the focus of this particular one is going to be Eris, which is the female warrior within, and then we have the opposition between Pluto in retrograde and Mars. And so those three, you can tell these are powerful, transformative kinds of experiences here and influences. So for today, and I'll back up here, Degas, Alyes, and Tiwas are the rune divination. And so we're going to align all of this together, okay? Degas energy signals standing on the precipice of something new and transformative. Again, that's Pluto. Inner work with the retrograde aspect of it. Also, Alyes suggests it involves spiritual awareness, while Tiwa signals the spiritual warrior within, which is also an Eris influence. Again, that's the female warrior within. It's learning to balance the masculine and feminine polarity. In other words, it's bringing in the Mars energy and learning how to process that as a woman. And so let's see, is there anything else? Yes, Tiwa signals a spiritual warrior, also an Eris influence that gives us the power to stand up not only for ourselves, but on behalf of others as well. So this is a day where we align in spirit and manifest that truth to self and others. But going back to the favorability and the type of magic you can work. Now, this is the part that I wanted to talk about mostly, with all that as a backdrop. And also we have one energy for today, which is, and that's aligning as well. So new beginnings, wholeness, unity, leadership, and revolution, transformation again. But I'll just read this to you what I have. For a new moon ritual or working, a witch may want to work with the T-square energy between Pluto in retrograde, Mars and Eris to manage angry outbursts that can interfere with achieving goals and desires. Remember, goals and desires is one of the expansive things that we can work on today. In terms of work and magic. Jasper on the altar for grounding and balancing. Blue candles to improve communication and heal anger. Burn basil on a piece of ritual charcoal in a small cauldron, and dandelion leaf as well for leadership, understanding, and justice. Now, Dandelion as an herb of Hecate, the goddess Hecate, it's a very powerful herb, not only physically for the body. I mean, if you had only one herb to use in teas and whatnot, dandelion would be the one. Both the leaf, the flower, and the root are all healing, particularly on the liver system and on as a diuretic for the urinary system. So it flushes toxins from your body. Well, think about that, flushing toxic perceptions and outbursts away from the interactions with others. Dandelion wishes can be placed on the altar and then blown to the winds to increase the potential for a just outcome. Remember now, this again, that the solar eclipse energy is an entire year, okay, into this. You can bring that into this new moon working. Basically, it's a time for awakening and breaking through perceptions that are holding us back. And again, on a Jupiter day, we have this opportunity for all of this if we can break through all of the stuff, that inner stuff that's holding us back. So use that T-square, use the rune divination, use all of those energies. You want to put the rune divination out on the altar, you can do that too. But you can draw out the T-square if you want to. I mean, anything to as an energetic impact or reminder to what's going on today. So to help enhance your working. So that's really all I wanted to say. So happy magic, happy new moon, happy solar eclipse, and be transformed. So, and anyhow, we'll talk soon. Be good to yourself, be good to one another, and blessed be.